Hi boys and girls. So today we are going to look at the homework for Module 1, Lesson 8. And we are continuing to use that same strategy of take out a 10. So it starts off with a warm-up where they give you a number and you are going to decompose it by breaking out a 10. So they did 26 for you. So they start with 26, they take out one of the 10s, and it leaves you with 1 10 and 6 1s. All right, if you are confused by how they were getting that, I'm gonna do this one a little bit slower. So it's starting with 3 10s and 4 1s. Our strategy is to take out a 10. So if I've got 1, 2, 3 10s and 1, 2, 3, 4 1s, and I just took one of them away, it now leaves us with 2 10s and 4 1s. So a 34 can be decomposed into a 10 and a 24. So for the next few, you'll do that same thing. You'll take out a 10 and see what's left. The next one is another warm-up where you're starting with a 10 and you are subtracting a single digit number. So looking at the first one, if you start with 10, you take away 1, it will give you 9. So these are good to use your mental math strategies on. And finally, getting to the real problems where we're going to use the take out a 10 strategy. Starting on A, it says 13 minus 7 equals. Our strategy is take out a 10. So if I have 13, that's 1 10. I'm going to take it out. And it leaves us with 3 1s. Now I can do my subtraction. 10 minus 7. And that will give us 3. Now I take my 3 and I add in this leftover 3. 3 plus 3 gives us the answer of 6. So for these next 3, they're all working with these base numbers that have 1 10 in them. But as we move on, these next ones have more than a 1 10 in them. This one has 4 10s, this one has 5 10s, this one has 7 10s, this one has 9 10s. So if you need to draw a quick picture to help you remember, that is totally fine too. So what I mean is, if you're looking at 42, you could say there is 1, 2, 3, 4 10s and 2 1s. If you need to draw that picture, you definitely can. So when I break it up, I take out a 10. So I'm going to take one of these 10s, get rid of it. It leaves me with 3 10s and 2 1s. Now I can go through and do the rest of the strategy. 10 minus 7 gives me a 3. And now I have that 3, and I'm going to add the leftover 32. So if I have 2 1s plus 3 more 1s, it will give me 5 1s. And there's 3 10s. There's no 10s in this number, so I bring my 3 10s over, and I get the answer of 35. Looking at the very last one, it's a word problem. It says, Emma has 16 markers. She gave Jack some. 7 markers are left. How many markers did Emma give Jack? So we can visualize this with a tape diagram. If you remember, we talked about tape diagrams the other day. They kind of look like a piece of tape. So here is my first piece of tape. It's going to represent the whole number. So if I'm looking here, it says Emma has 16 markers. That's what she starts with. So this piece of tape is going to be a 16. Then it says she gave Jack some. I don't know exactly how many she gave Jack. So I'm going to put in a blank tape underneath. Also, she had 7 markers left. So that's this tape. So she started with 16. She gave away some of them, and now she has 7 left. To figure out this part, we need to do 16 and take away the 7, and that will leave us with what she gave to Jack. So 16 minus 7. Let's practice the take out a 10 strategy. Take out a 10 leaves us with 6 ones. Now you can go ahead and do the rest of your strategy to find your answer. All right, guys, hopefully that was helpful, and I will see you tomorrow in class.